I want to ask you about some of the other big police bills. I know street takeovers is an important one. Yeah. That's something that's being worked on right now.
Yeah, so there's actually two bills. There's a bill in judiciary and there's a bill in public safety. A lot of our urban areas, Chief Jacobson from New Haven testified in one public hearing about this, that he had up to 40 street takeovers. Street takeovers are really dangerous. It's dangerous for the officers that are responding, it's dangerous for the people that are involved in it, and it's dangerous for onlookers too. So what we're doing is we're enhancing some of the penalties, including a 45-day suspension of anybody caught involved in a street takeover. We're enhancing the way that municipalities can seize and what they can do with street takeovers with ATVs and dirt bikes. And then we're also enhancing what we can do with vehicles. So if your vehicle is impounded because it was involved in a street takeover, until you pay the fees and the fines that are associated with your violation of law, then you won't get your vehicle back. So we're sort of enhancing those penalties as well. It's really to act as a deterrent. This is a degree of lawlessness that they just take over a city street and have no regard for the law. It's a public safety concern, and it really just doesn't send a good message that that's something that Connecticut does, and that too has bipartisan support to put a stop to this.
One more thing, we have less than a minute left, but there's been a lot of talk about the deadly crashes on the highways, and I know we keep getting reports of people getting pulled over doing like 120 miles an hour and crazy things like that. What can the legislature do to try to help with all these highway deaths?
So the highway deaths is a complicated situation. When we saw that big spike starting in 2021, a lot of things were happening. We're coming out of the pandemic. We had a significant loss of law enforcement for a lot of reasons, sort of a stigma that was not just in this state but around the country. Again, 2020 we had sort of a pension cliff or a retirement cliff. We lost a lot of officers. We're still down officers at the state police and across many municipalities in the state, which has led to a big decrease in traffic stops. So where there's less enforcement, you can have less compliance, you can have more crashes. The average speeds are up. We've done a lot of things the last 3 years. We put speed cameras up. We put speed cameras on red lights. We put cameras on school buses. We put grants to targeted enforcement on certain areas. And I think we're really trying to do a education campaign to get people to slow down, but we're also working on the enforcement piece, and we're trying to get more police officers. We have recruitment bills, try to get more people to come into this profession. I've been a police officer for 23 years. I love going to work every day still, and I would encourage people to get into the profession. We could really use good people.